Get bombs, I get plans, I get kills. You know I'm the best man, get at me. Oh my god, my name is Jackie D, and since the age of 3, been that rapping prodigy that you wish that you could be. Oh my god, Methods, he's his my twin, he is so handsome. Oh my god, Methods, where the hell you going, you ransom?
Brian Saint planting bomb.
Oh, that was fire, dude. That was fire.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? My name is Seth, and this is the OpTic topic, and we have a lot of stuff to go over today, both esports related and just OpTic related. First thing is welcome Jack Courage to the Green Wall. Last week, as you know, as many people probably saw, he tweeted out that he's going to be retiring from casting, and everyone said he's joining OpTic. He's had a lot of history with OpTic. First of all, he's casted Call of Duty for a long time. He has been to the OpTic house multiple times. He's done a couple recordings or streams with Hitch and whatnot. So just a lot of history with OpTic. Everyone called it, and he was like, "No, that's wrong. That's wrong." But yeah, as of the other day, he comes out and it was in Vision, which I don't know why I didn't expect it to come out in Vision, but it was a really big surprise.
I wasn't expecting it this soon, to be honest. Like, I knew it was coming, but I was thinking, oh, it'll just be some like big news about the org. It was, to be honest. Like, I wasn't wrong, but it was just so like unsuspecting with the amount of things that's going on. Shit, one sec. Alexa, pause. Just thought we're gonna get copyright.
We couldn't hear any music. Anyway.
My bad, sorry.
Anyway, yeah, so that came out and it was in Vision, and it was actually funny because I was expecting big stuff about the news with the org, which we'll talk about in a second. We just want to start on the most recent news and at a happier tone before we get into like the dark side of OpTic. But we were expecting to hear news about that, and so I actually recorded my reaction the entire time, and I thought process went through my head like they're not going to talk about this at all. And I was coming to the end, I'm like, they can't end on a bad note, like, oh, by the way, Hex is gone, cue music, you know what I mean, or something like that.
Yeah.
But then it went out.
I thought maybe they wanted to like re-sign the Halo squad, but like, I don't know. It might. I don't know, but like, I thought it was gonna be something to do with the drama because it got tweeted about the same time. But like, I don't know. It was such a good announcement, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was probably the best announcement I've seen.
So once again, I saw the announcement.
Timing.
So once again, I saw the announcement at before Ben, and so I told him like, "Yo, dude, just stay off of Twitter. Don't get any alerts. Just watch it right away if you can without being spoiled." He's like, "What's going on, guys? There's a couple minutes left of Vision, and nothing has been said." And I'm like, exactly. That was my concern too. Like, nothing was said the entire time, and then he's like, "Oh, fuck, man, Courage." And I'm pretty sure that was everyone's reaction, even though a lot of people saw it coming. And I think this is good because we talk a lot about the org. Like, since the Dallas move, a lot of people have given criticism, like, where is the individual content? Yes, No Scope Media has done a lot of stuff, but it feels like everyone's been slacking since then. And Jack has been on the grind. He's probably,
even when he was casting, he was on the grind, which is insane. Like,
out of all OpTic people, I think he might be like the biggest streamer right now.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to make sure.
He's honestly gonna be like a big streamer soon. Like, he hit like 500 subs in a night or something ridiculous. I was watching his first stream with a doc, and that's big for him, obviously. Like, I can't confirm it, but I think it'll be big for him playing with a doc. I know Doc's tweeted him out a few times, being like, play with him. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see the Doc get signed to OpTic if
No.
things start going south. That's it.
Oh, if they go south, yeah. Because right now,
Because like with Fortnite, he's kind of dropped in viewership. I know his comeback was big, but that's it. If he needs a little resurgence, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a cheeky, OpTic sponsorship or like OpTic partnership, whatever.
he does have a relationship with us, but
Yeah.
the doc doesn't need a sponsor. I saw something. Someone said, "Oh, it looks like Ninja might be ending his contract."
Ninja just goes solo.
Yeah, in his clip. That's what I was gonna say. But it was at the end of the year. Ninja, if he continues like this, I mean, Fortnite might like die soon. But
Probably will.
if he continues like this, he doesn't need a sponsorship. Like, it will only benefit OpTic. It will not benefit him probably.
Yeah.
So there's no reason
But
for
with
that.
the doc, if his viewership continues to lack, because he used to be on 50k, I think he was on like 12k the other day. But I'm just thinking, if it goes down, he might just join OpTic just for the content. And like, I doubt it. I don't know where he lives now, but I doubt he'd move because he's got a family and stuff. But if need be, he might end up moving and getting stuck in with those guys. But
I could see it. I don't know how like the deals work between each team, but I could see how it might benefit both parties. But with that being said, like that is a really big part. We were really pumped for it. Hopefully that gives some of like that resurgence to the other members of OpTic that are slacking. Like there's been changes like Scump. I used to watch Scump all the time. He doesn't upload anymore,
Yeah.
And then the people that are supposed to be content producers don't produce as much, and a lot of the content has just changed, and it's been like all no scope media. Hopefully, Jack.
I find with the content in OpTic, it's all good to say, like, oh, this Dallas movie's going to change content, and I do think it's been changed for the better. The whole of the org, just on this situation about the Halo team and stuff, moving slightly on. So the Halo team got dropped. Sorry, had to drop it in. But this move, even though the Halo team got dropped, is nothing but good for this org. Like, getting an Insight series for CS is amazing. Getting the LoL team, getting the Overwatch team, keeping the CS team, as Chet said. Without this transition, we wouldn't have a CS team anymore. So it's obviously boosted the org, and I just think everyone in the org needs to respect that and do their bits. So obviously you got like, I'm not saying they need to like, I don't know the full situations, but Bo's put out a video being like, oh, just not motivated. Well, if you're not motivated, do something to be motivated. You know what I mean? Like, do something that you enjoy or something. It just kind of, from an outside perspective, he might be doing something else that he likes. I know Flamesword is doing amazing with his nutrition stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
And fitness. Sorry, not and stuff, but amazing with the fitness and stuff. And we could he's gonna be a big part of
he's doing both now.
Growth.
He's doing both, right?
Yeah, he is doing both. And Big T's just grinding away, still in Chicago. Obviously he's not got a team to play on, but neither's Bo's. Like, I'd rather see Bo's just stream than just not do anything. I don't know if Bo streams, but I'm not like seeing him stream in ages. So
yeah,
even just a small bit of content.
Yeah, that brought up a point. I was talking to Jordan about it. About like I was talking about like what's the point of us having certain content producers? And obviously, like he was like, oh well, it's to add. I'm not sure if that was in the group chat or if I was talking to you yet or not, but he was talking about. He was like, oh well, exposure. You know what I mean? More if people are friends with them, they are fans of OpTic. That's why we're so big, and obviously that makes sense, and that's why Courage is a good pickup. But like obviously, like we just mentioned, like Ninja would be like a great pickup, even though that wouldn't benefit him. There's some people.
Courage is going to do more, I reckon. Sorry to cut you off, but Courage is going to do more just for OpTic in general.
Oh yeah.
Than be a content producer. Like, say the OpTic arena. There we go. We got Caster.
True.
We got. I think there's a COD tournament going to go down in OpTic arena, but there's a Caster for it. No matter what sport, I reckon Jack could go on and have a go. He's going to cast with a doc, apparently, Fortnite tournament. There you go, another opportunity to get in there, with Fortnite. You got many different things Jack can do. Jack's not just like a content producer, but he can go a long way with OpTic, like not just like casting wise, he can do other things as well. Like, I know they're making an esports arena in Dallas, I think. And I think that might be for the Fuel, but we're gonna have one built in Houston, obviously for Houston Outlaws. But
are they building a stadium or are they selecting a stadium
Well, I think they're probably gonna build one because like
just for the Outlaws.
yeah, because it won't be just for the Outlaws. It'll be an arena for esports. I think you're gonna see more and more pop up across the country. Gfinity have got theirs in London, which is pretty insane. You know, it's for a crowd to watch esports. And with the current stadium, I don't think you're gonna be able to get a crowd to watch esports. You know what I mean? Unless you like convert it for a whole weekend tournament. You know, like ECS does, whatever. But I just feel like he can help with that. You know, from his experience with MLG, he might be able to have ideas with the shows. Like, I'd love to see like an esports report type thing come back with OpTic. Maybe like he comes on and like just even on the podcast, that would be insane to have him as a primary member on the podcast. I think it brings so much to it.
Which
But,
podcast?
like,
The OpTic Topic?
yeah, both the OpTic topic and the OpTic podcast. No, but I just think it's going to do so much to the org and him, and I'm really happy about it. Obviously, the Halo team got dropped. I forgot what you're on about, and I've kind of gone off a tangent.
Yeah, you went off on a tangent 9 related to what I was talking about.
Yeah, sorry,
I was just
carry on.
saying that some content producers aren't really benefiting the org because like it seems like the org is only benefiting them, and hopefully, Infinite and like inspiration from Jack will help change that. But transitioning on, when we first found out about Jack and Vision, we were all expecting to hear news about the drama. So what happened is, I'm sure a lot of you guys have known, but I saw a lot of people on the Reddit that weren't 100% certain what happened because there were a lot of things that weren't said, and it was a lot of people just inferring what happened. So this is where everything went down. A couple of days ago, there's a statement that came out that said the Halo team, that OpTic has parted ways with the Halo team, that they and what came out, I'm not sure if they said it or someone else said it, but they said that they were not able to come to agreement, and I believe on like price or whatnot, and which is weird because like they're the best team. Well, you could argue second best now, but when a team can't afford to support their best, like they're one of the most winning teams.
Hello. Sorry. Yeah.
But when they can't support one of their best teams, it's it's weird. So it was also weird that right after that they decided to, a lot of the members from OpTic blacked out their Twitter profiles. You couldn't see their that they're part of OpTic. They had no image. Their banner and their profile picture were blacked out. Hex at one point took OpTic. I think actually still is like that. I think he has like his banner and his ID up there. He took OpTic out of his name. A lot of the original members of OpTic were like that. And even some like later ones like Pomage, I believe, did that. And it had people wondering, like, are these people no longer part of OpTic? What did they do to Hex? Right? Why did Hex take things out of OpTic? Like take OpTic out of his name? Was he fired? Were these other people fired? Were these content producers fired from being content producers? We didn't know what was happening. So the Reddit turned into chaos because no one knew what was going on. There were theories going everywhere. What it might just be is because afterwards they did put their profiles back up. Some of them just still have blacked out. I believe some of them still don't have OpTic in their name. But what it looks like now is that was a protest of people in OpTic about them dropping the Halo team without telling anyone. I think. We don't know. It wasn't discussed in Vision, but that may also be because Vision was just should have been out beforehand, and so it was already created before that point. And then another interesting that happened was that Vision was also late by like a half hour, right? So it was already created days beforehand, but then they had to review it, which is weird because like Hitch still made it, I believe, and so now it was still late because Infinite or OpTic or Jay, whoever has to do it, has to review it, which is kind of like dumb. And now, you know, people are saying like, oh well, you got mad at Hitch for not for being late all the time, and now it's late again, and it's not Hitch's fault. So that was kind of weird. But there's so much drama going on just from the fans because they had no idea what was going on. At one point, Hitch went on Reddit and made a comment. I asked him, I said, can you tell us anything, confirm or deny? Some people don't think you're part of OpTic anymore. He said, I'm not gonna quote it. I might link my comment in the description. He said, "I'll still be part of OpTic, or I'll still be with Hex as long as I support that Mexican." Those were his words. Only because, again, I don't want to misquote him or anything. But he kind of said, yeah, he's still part of OpTic. Which is even more confusing because people thought like these people were dropped from OpTic. And there are a bunch of people talking about like if they drop the entire OpTic roster, I'd go to 100 Thieves. Is everyone going to go to 100 Thieves? Nadeshot, there were a couple clips from Twitch. He was streaming and he was talking about what was going on with the 100 Thieves, with the OpTic drama. He was saying that like he helped build that stuff, and clearly there are decisions being made that that no one like is talking about, that no one understands from higher ups. So it was just nuts, and like no one knows. Since there has been some content and we've seen some of these people, like Kitch was streaming, no problem. I don't think he talked about it. People are asking about it. I don't think he talked about it. I don't think he can. It seems like they were just upset about the Halo team. That's what I'm taking from it. Doesn't look like they were dropped. In the next vision, maybe let's say something. I just know they're talking about a lot about transparency. Obviously, they can't just tell us what's going on. There are some things that you can't talk about yet. You have to wait for it to come out. But at least say, yeah, there are some problems going on, like, or there aren't any problems going on, or like no one's status has been changed except the Halo team. Like, just give us something. Because a lot of people are just saying, I'm a 100 Thieves fan now, or I'm another team's fan now, which is just crazy. But that's pretty much what happened, and there's so much going on, and people still don't know. And now we have to wait, another week for Vision? Hopefully they talk about it then. And if they don't talk about it, that's kind of BS, because we want to know what happened. Like, that's a big part. Like, people said, this has been the darkest day of me as an OpTic fan, and we don't even know what happened, but it's true because no one knew what was happening. So it was just really crazy how everything happened, and it all stemmed from the Halo situation, we believe. But then at the end of the vision where they didn't talk about, that's where Courage came in, and there was at least something to be said about it, which is good. And then that was pretty much all of that from that scenario, like the biggest things. The next biggest thing probably is that we started talking about the CS team. They came in, they started playing some of their matches in their online leagues, seeing how they're doing. They're playing in 2 leagues. I forget which their first match was. I believe they played against Cloud9 in one, but I think that was the second match. Who they play first? They played Complexity. Yeah, okay. They played Complexity, and then they played C9. Yeah. So they split maps with Complexity. They won the first map under OpTic, undefeated. Then they won both maps there, but they split with C9, which is actually pretty good because C9 coming off that major win, they have had a lot of success. A lot of ex-OpTic members, which I'm still salty about. We were able to split maps with them pretty convincingly too. We won one map convincingly. We lost another map convincingly. So, and then plus the 2-0 win over Complexity was big. I will say though that the wins against Complexity were a little close. They were a lot closer than they should be. But they did still get the 2-0, and then they split maps with C9, which is still good. It wasn't until a couple nights later in the ECS where they struggled because they played NRG, and they got 2-0'd by NRG. But besides that, yeah, like the other night,
NRG are a good team though. Like, sorry, I was gone too long, but NRG are a good team. Like Shet said before the match, NRG are insane online. Oh shit, you know. So obviously he had worries and he thought we could lose. So they've been playing well online, and the onliners, of course, like on online, I reckon we'd beat them. But you know, we've done good so far. Promising by Gade, promising by most of the team / all the team. But yeah, I'm excited to see this team play more.
What? So real quick, I just started talking about CS. What do you think about the
No worries.
drama that was happening with the people blacking out their profiles and then bringing it back on? What was your take on it? I said that I believe it was a protest by some of the members.
The blackout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
based off of them dropping the Halo team. I said that was like almost like a protest based off of them. A lot of people said that they thought they left. People even took OpTic out of their bios though. I don't think Hex has even posted a video since then. I said I think it was just like a protest because they dropped the Halo team, and I'm assuming they didn't tell anyone. They didn't talk it over with Hex, even though they were like one of the best teams and everyone loved them.
I think we have a chance of getting the Halo team back if Hex can get his foot in the door and be like, hey bitch, what you doing with my org? You know what I mean? Halo is dying.
He doesn't own enough though. He doesn't have enough though.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but like Halo is dying, so I'm not too worried about that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see just Halo collapse completely, like die as an esport, like almost like StarCraft, but even worse because it was never really amazing. But yeah, there's talk of the next Halo being on PC, so we could see a transition there, or we could see the pro scene just get completely wiped out and a whole new set of players come in. So I'm not too worried. It's just all about seeing, the other teams we got and comparing it, and is it worth it? Like I said, we're in the right place. We're doing the right track.
But to answer my question,
the blackout. I don't know. I think it's too soon to know. I'm not too worried about it. People are overreacting, I think, and I think it's all going to be fine.
What do you think the purpose was? Do you think because
I think the purpose was to almost create drama
for no reason?
Just not for a reason, but obviously on the back of the Halo team, showing respect to them.
Okay, so I said it was kind of like a protest about them.
almost like yeah.
Okay,
I'll say it's that, but like in my opinion, there's kind of nothing there. Like
because
Halo,
a lot of people were hating. Whoa, dude, they were like one of the most successful OpTic teams we've had.
I know, but like Halo's an esport in general, like unless we see
that was one of the OG esports.
I know. I'd love to see them keep it, but if it's between that and Counter-Strike, no one cares. You get what I mean?
Some people care.
Do you remember on the Christmas episode when we were talking about which team would like to see drop or which team would like to keep?
Oh, the Christmas episode, our best episode that we have put out, which will be linked down in the description that you guys should go check out. Yes, I remember that episode.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, not once was the Halo team mentioned in that. I don't think I saw anyone say we'd like to keep the Halo team. So I don't know why everyone's so bold. Obviously, the whole of the OpTic Reddit and the whole of the OpTic fan base wasn't involved in that poll. But like between us, I don't think we should get too caught up on one team being dropped.
No, but what if it was CS? Yeah. I'm surprised that they had to drop one. They didn't drop something like, because at least we had like the most successful team, the second most successful team, whatever. We have other teams, such as like PUBG, who play second, now fifth. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But like that's not proven. That I guess there's a chance to grow, but PUBG is kind of dying because of Fortnite. And why didn't they drop both of them? So it's just weird. And like the other thing is that Jay kept also took OpTic out of his bio and kept Infinite in, and OpTic Hex took OpTic out and didn't have Infinite. And a lot of people were hating on Jay because they thought like he was staying on and they got rid of Hex or something because Jay was more business appropriate, and
but
there's much stuff.
I think now Hex is the face of OpTic, along with the players of course, but like Hex is kind of the owner, or like obviously he has more input than Jay probably, like in terms of business like talks, because like he's got a more of a percent than Jay, but Jay obviously is like the higher up guy. He deals with the business. He's not really on camera much. He's not like the face of OpTic or anything. Like you wouldn't really think of him if you think OpTic, but like obviously he does the back end stuff, and Hex is just kind of like the hey, this is OpTic.
Hex
it's my
does
clan.
Hex does a lot of that too, though.
Yeah, but like Hex brought on Jay to do his business. That's what Hex was brought on to do. You know, Hex brought on Jay to do. So I'm not gonna like kind of be like, oh, why is Jay like taking over? Because like he's doing all Hex's business. Without art, then would see none of Hex in like videos
Well,
and stuff.
I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying
Well,
that's
not none,
that's
but,
what
you
a
know.
lot. That's how a lot of people feel, and
Yeah.
I did think it was weird whether you think that or not that Hex did that thing. Jay didn't, but OpTic isn't in Jay's bio anymore. I feel
Yeah, because like maybe
OpTic is
maybe
much
Jay
more
doesn't
notable.
work for OpTic.
Possibly
Maybe-
but I still feel like in your bio you'd still put that you're part of OpTic in your bio. But let's
Yeah.
but I talked a good portion about that anyway. So let's move back onto CS. I already recapped the matches pretty much. There's only been 3. Who do they play next? I know they play Liquid in one of the leagues tomorrow. I'm not.
No, they don't play Liquid because Liquid and them have requested a reschedule, and so Liquid and them have agreed to not turn up to the match. Like both of them are just not going to turn up.
Oh wow! So
So we could see like some dodgy shit go down where ECS is being like, oh fuck.
or what if Liquid just shows up and like, oh, forfeit.
Yeah, I mean, what they could do that. They could be like, right, we're not going to show up. You don't show up. Yeah, we're going to show up. Then just both don't show up, and then like minute left before like match is forfeited, and then like one player shows up. Be like, got you, bitch.
Or what if both teams show up and like,
Yeah,
you
like,
tried
oh, fuck.
you tried getting us. No, that means that their only match tomorrow is against Ghost.
Who is it? I can't find it. Where is it? When? What?
That's in the ESL league.
It's a pro. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, they don't play like. I think they're either got like too many matches that day or like fucking.
They play. They were supposed to play like in the ECS, but anyway, they play Ghost.
I know they're playing They're trying to play the DreamHack Masters. Marseille. That's it. They're trying to play them qualifiers. So if they play them, could see our first LAN, which would be nice, and that wouldn't be too hard to win because it's not a big LAN at all. In terms of like world class teams. Daps. What did... Oh wait, talking about it, actually, FaZe is their rescue. Yeah, fuck that.
What FaZe?
Yeah, DreamHack Masters Marseille is currently FaZe, Astralis, Cloud9, Envy, Liquid, Gambit, G2, Tyloo.
So there's not a spot for us. There's not a spot for us, is what you're saying.
If we get in, we wouldn't probably win it.
Okay. It would still be nice to see them at a LAN though, and get the practice against them.
Yeah.
See if we could like match up against outside our weight class, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But they're still new. They still look a good squad. There are a couple things that they need to work on, but that's what you get.
Obviously,
that's what you get with a new team.
Yeah.
I do like their regimen in Insight and Vision, which is interesting because I was concerned before if they were going to bring a new thing in for Vision. I mean a new series for the CS team.
Yeah.
What's left for Vision? Halo's gone too now, so I was like, what are they gonna have? Gears, Call of Duty, PUBG? Like, what are they gonna have? But it's still.
I know what you mean, but I think it's still important because like the that can be like the announcement almost. Like each week we may have like just some casual talk. There's going to be a lot going on. The academy teams of Overwatch, they don't get a series. The LoL Academy, obviously they don't get a series. There's quite a lot going down, so like I still think there's a space, and obviously the LoL Academy and the Overwatch Academy, they're in Dallas, so they're gonna be able to like be on Vision whenever. So I still think there's a space, like I said, but
yeah,
we'll see.
I was just saying like a lot of stuff that people care about, if they're putting them into their own series, that makes Vision worth less. But the CS:GO was in Insight and was on Vision, which was cool. But we saw them talk about the regimen. They have like fines. I'm not sure if they actually have to pay those fines or not. But like,
yeah, they do.
They do.
But,
$50 if you slam a table.
Yeah, apparently Config is a poor boy at the moment. Well, not poor, but like Config's taking the biggest hit. I was talking with Chet in the Discord the other day. config is like paying the most out at the moment because he keeps on turning up late, smashing
So
tables and stuff.
who gets the money?
The money just goes back to the team. Like the org doesn't get involved at all. The money just gets put in a pot, and then it pays like team lunches, team dinners, team food. Whatever the
So
team
at least you're
wants.
paying yourself in some way.
Yeah, but like it's kind of a joke thing. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you slammed a table. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
for fun. I imagine it can be quite fun. Like say if you're like in a tense game, it's like, oh, you didn't slam the table, but it's just creating good habits. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good thing because you don't want that brings morale down. If you're like, damn, we should have gotten that kill. You're talking negative. That makes people think, do I need to make the hero play? No, you want to stay calm. Also, if you're late, you know what I mean. You have fines.
Yeah.
If it's a match day, fines are doubled, stuff like that. So
yeah.
Yeah,
But if it's a match day and they get fined and then they win the game, it doesn't count. Sorry.
Oh, I thought they were saying if they win the match. So if they win the game, okay, awesome. So
Which is quite funny
if
because like
they're up 15-0, they can slam all the desks they win, and all they need is one more round.
Yeah, because they could all just go fuck and like turn up late to that man.
But yeah, so that's.
So I wonder if the whole team's gonna get fined for the Liquid game, and it'll be double because wonder.
Oh yeah, because they're all gonna be late. Unless they show up late and win, then it's an exception.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just have to wait a little bit on them because they've only had 3 matches. It looks promising though. The relationship between Daps, Shazam, and Hex and whatnot still seems like it's growing. Like they're still there. Hex has been a key. They were saying this has been very involved with them, which is good because he doesn't want to lose Stan again.
Yeah.
His boy has returned. He doesn't want to lose him again. So that'll be.
Well, did you see what he said about Stan and that he doesn't mind about him joining back? He said, "Of course he can join back."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to lose him again. He wants to like hold on, but that's part of the reason because like that's another reason why Mixwell wanted to stay because like it was like the family aspect and the Hex was taking him places all the time and he was taking him dentist stuff. But yeah, so that's awesome. But moving on to the next team that we're going to talk about is the Overwatch League team, who had a rough couple weeks. I'm not sure what the last maps they played, but since last time they lost 2-0, I don't remember what the record is sitting at now. I know they're 5th in the league now. At the end of the last stage, they were 2nd. They played against Excelsior and they lost 4-0. Their first 4-0 loss, which was hard. They lost to Philly, which was the only other time they lost. Stage 1, they lost 3 maps.
Yeah.
And week 1, they lost their first 2 against those same 2 teams, NYXL and Philly. And they went 2-0 again, and it was also the first 4-0 loss to NYXL. It was a reverse sweep to Philly. It was very heartbreaking. And that also happened. I think that happened around the time. No, that was the next match that happened during the drama. But it was just hard to watch. I was talking to Jordan about this. I think that it just happened to be a fluke week. NYXL is a hard opponent. They're bound to get 4-0 sometime. Losing the first 3 maps, probably put the morale down. The Philly game, it's bound to happen. Philly, their standings don't really show how good of a team they are. They are a really good team. It's just unfortunate to lose in the way we did. It went all the way map 5, round 3. I'm pretty sure it was 199. I'm not sure if it was the last round that went 199, but it was a really close series on every map all the way through. Well, not all the way through. The first 2, we absolutely destroyed them.
Yeah,
which makes it even harder.
I think the teams are getting too comfortable, and almost, from the last time they started off this not split, this
Stage.
kind of stage. That's it. Just gonna call it weak stage, whatever. But no, they started off this stage very strong, and I think they kind of took the foot off the gas and can't regain the momentum they had.
So I'm gonna stop you real quick because I think it was Raucous. I think a couple of them actually said it. They were saying in Focus, we have really good composure. When we're up 3-0, we don't get overconfident. We take every opponent like they're really hard. That's why we're able to go like 16-0 map count. But yet they weren't able to do it against Philly.
It's easy to say them things though.
Yeah, but they're saying that. They said, this is why we went like 16-0 map count in stage 1. This is why we're here. But then they weren't able to hold it together there. That seems backwards.
If you think about like the what's it called?
I don't know.
When they said that, and they were the underdogs, but now they're kind of almost they were ranked top one the first week of the stage. Like, obviously gonna have a bit of confidence with that, and I think maybe they kind of slipped and slided, down. They'll probably come back and probably end up in the stage finals again. I wouldn't be surprised, but they might have a rough stage and have to bring it back in stage 3 to get to whatever the fuck's after stage 3. So
Here's my opinion.
yeah,
They second half of stage 1, they stuck with the same 6 people. You know what I mean? Earlier on, they were changing out Banny for Boink when they went around Lucio. But they stopped doing that. There were a couple changes here and there.
yeah,
Spree was never played in stage 1. Mendo was never played in stage 1. And now with map changes and whatnot, they're adding in Spree. They're adding in Boink and Banny. They're adding in Clockwork. They're having Clockwork on Tracer, but sometimes Jake on Tracer. So what happens is maybe on defense or on one stage of a control map, they want to run a Tracer, but they don't want to put in Clockwork, or they don't want to put in Spree for the entire game. So they have Linkser and Spree, but they have Linkser on Zarya. So why just not put Spree in? Let him get that experience, play the rest of the map on another hero, and bank on him, because he's such a good good Zarya, especially on something like King's Row.
yeah,
I know Jake is trying to practice on Tracer, but that's why you have subs. You know what I mean? There's been maps where he's played Tracer the entire time. Just put Clockwork in, which they have been doing. They've had Linkser and Jake out, and had Linkser on a Soldier 76. Now, not only was he on the Soldier 76, but it was in situations where you definitely could have had a McCree, and he is so good at McCree with how he plays. It's weird. Or a Widow even. Get those picked, but I don't know. I feel like they're trying to play too many people. Mendo still has not been played. But I feel like I disagreed with them kind of when I said that they're only playing 6 players, because I wanted to see them use more of the specialty characters in stage 1, but I'll take them winning if what they need to do to win is play 6 players, win. Now they are playing multiple players, and it seems like it's backfiring, because they even lost to the Valiant 4-0, who they did not play in stage 1, which if they had to play, they may have not made it into the playoffs. And they played the Florida Mayhem, which they almost lost to, which was they reverse sweeped them. They went down 2-0. They started an hour late. I fell asleep. That was the day where the blackout happened, where I thought OpTic was falling apart. All of our teams were losing that day, except DOTA. I thought we lost. Luckily, we brought it back and won, but it should not have even been that close. And they've been struggling. That kind of goes against what I was saying before. They had a really rough week 2 as well. Maybe the previous week wasn't just a slump week. Maybe they're just struggling now, which sucks, because I liked the second place team that was there, the team that can beat London, that team. So I have no idea what's going on with the team right now. I can't say one way or another. They could be really good, or they could be slacking still.
yeah. I kind of think as well, thinking about it, what you just said, I think maybe the problem isn't that they're dropping or they're not putting in the work. Maybe the other teams are getting better. Because, it takes a while to get the team
NYXL is already better.
Yeah, but, just thinking about it, maybe they know how to play against them now. Maybe they're being too obvious and they need to kind of create their own, style. I know for CS, can you imagine if CS had a league and all the players got shuffled around? There's going to be one team that absolutely slays in the first stage, then maybe we'll just never win a stage again, or never get close to winning a stage, or maybe drop off in the next stage, because other teams have got better and they need to reread the teams almost. So it's just going to be about time, seeing how the team plays out. It's only the first season, yeah.
Yes. Second stage, first season.
Second stage, first season. So I reckon we need to stop reading into stages too much and focus on the season as a whole.
Oh, definitely. I will say though, I don't want to make it look like they're doing absolutely terrible though. They're in 5th place. I think they're like 1 map behind like London. I think London. I have it up here
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, London's in 3rd. Yeah, London has 11 wins. Valiant has 11. Houston has 10. You know what I mean?
Oh, we're not doing too bad then. I thought
no-
we were doing like fucking shit, like
no,
7.
No, that's what I'm saying. We did so well before.
Yeah.
It's just that now we had like the highest map differential in stage 1. Now our map differential is lower. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, we're also 5th place in map differential. So when it comes to those ties, we won't be able to break those ties. But like Philly, we lost to Philly, and we lost to NYXL. NYXL clearly being the best team. NYXL has 2 losses, one of which was to Philly. I forget who the other one was too. Maybe they beat them twice. I'm not sure. But like it's very close. I'm gonna look at this. Like so, you have like NYXL and Dynasty that are up in the top, but you have the teams that are down at the low. Dragons winless. Florida Mayhem, who we almost lost to, had 2 wins. Fuel and Shock have 5. Gladiators have 8. And we play. I know we play Shock next week and Gladiator, so that will be a boost. We'll get 2 more wins, and we get 2 more wins, and London and LA lose 1. We're tied for 3rd. But like it's very balanced with those teams being at the bottom. It's very contended in the very middle, and even at the top, like 1-2 a week and 1-0-2 a week for certain teams could put one team from like 5th to 1st. We are in good position. It's just that we can't continue trending that way. I mean, even though we lost to a good team, it's how we lost 4-0. Even though we beat Florida, it's how we won. Winning 3-2 in best of 5. So,
Yep.
we can talk about that for a while, but basically we are still in a good position. We seem to be slacking. We still have a chance to win the stage, win the season. We're tied for we're in 5th, 1 map behind 3rd place. So that's where we're sitting at right now against a lot of the Koreans too, as well. A lot of those teams are mainly Koreans. But we can move on a little bit. Before we move on to the other franchise team, we're gonna talk about PUBG a little bit. So PUBG at the last event, I forget. Do you know what the name of the event was, Ben? Was that Katowice? Did they play Katowice? That
PUBG. Yeah, Katowice.
Yeah. So as we know, we talked about it. They placed 2nd. Apparently who was it? Was it Baha?
Baha Waka.
Yeah, Baha Waka used a glitch where he was able to see through a wall, and the stream caught him, and so they actually were disqualified. I'm not sure from that map or whatnot, but they were put down to 5th place.
Yeah, they were disqualified for that map, so
yeah, which brought them down to 5th place, which is still pretty good placing, I guess. But
it's out the money.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they just lost 12.5k.
Yeah, they lost 12.5 thousand, and the thing is, there was a lot of debate in the Reddit about should they have been disqualified, should they not have been, were the rules clear enough? And
What do you think?
okay, one, I would like to say that I think that a video game, whatever you do, should be allowed, because it's up to the developers to fix it. Now, if it's an old game like Smash, where they aren't fixing it, you can't, what's it called, sing stalling with Jigglypuff, where literally you can just go the entire game. That is something you should get a penalty for. If it's something like that, where you're able to see through a wall by going up against it, I mean, it's hard, because yeah, it's a glitch, but the thing is, one, with so many players, you can't police everyone. The stream happened to see him, which is unfair. Like if everyone's doing it, but I guess it's kind of like if you're speeding, everyone else is doing it, but you can't get caught. But it's kind of dumb in that aspect. But I mean, he was cheating. It does give him a very unfair advantage. You could sit in there, see if anyone's coming. But from what I saw for it, I'm not even sure if he was able to control it completely, because it kind of switched off of it. I'm not sure if it's only a couple seconds, if he can continuously do it, if he can just see through the wall the entire way.
Yeah, I just know he did it, and here's my thoughts. Yes, you should get penalised for doing a glitch, but if one team's gonna get penalised because the second they did their glitch, they happened to be observed on the stream, because there was someone nearby or whatever, or they accidentally got caught on the stream doing it. I think there needs to be more rules in place, because who knows how many other teams did it. You know what I mean? Like, there could have been every other team could have done it. but because we happen to get caught at that point in that game, in a building doing it. I just don't think that's kind of fair, and there either needs to be a whole collective thing where we can watch every single game, which would mean everyone streaming their own games, which I think should happen, or a team streaming their own games. You know what I mean?
Well, not only that, but then you
Like-
have to have someone spectating them.
Yeah,
Every
but like,
single player.
but if you're streaming every team, then you can exactly see where that team is because they don't exactly split off much. And if the spectators at home, like Baja got caught out by clips going on Twitch and Reddit, I think people do the same for other teams as well. Unless everyone online disliked or liked one team.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Because if Sam Joe, right, if he tweets a video at like the organizer for IEM Katowice, chances are he has so many notifications he's not going to see that, right?
Yeah.
What you need to make sure it's consistent is you would need how many players are in there, like 74 or something, or like 80. You would need
64.
64. I knew something before. You would need a referee or a spectator to spectate every single person.
We'll just limit the teams.
What?
Make it 12. Wait, I think it was 12 actually. Make it however many. Make it enough teams so you can spectate everyone. Have an admin behind it, a team, not each player, a team. Then you can go across all the screens because you had to do it. It took that long to set up. There was probably a 1 minute window between him starting the glitch and ending the glitch, like that. It could go on him. There was still I think there's still 64 people alive, or 60. So that's a 1 in 60 chance across a minute. So say obviously every player is expected it every second, but you got a very slim chance of it happening. But I don't know. I think there should be policing behind every team, or an admin or something, or even everyone streams their own games. So every clip of someone doing it could go up on the Reddit. And,
but that's too inconsistent. You need something to happen at the event, so you're not putting someone in second then taking it away.
That's what I mean. Sorry, one second. I dropped something. Fuck.
I think that
Yeah.
I think that there should definitely be something where at least after the map it was clear that something happened and you can make a ruling on it then, right? So you're not saying, oh, this person's in third place now. Really, they're in last because of the placing that was glitched out on. Now, as far as should that glitch be penalized, was there a rulebook that was put out? Was there something that said you cannot do this wall glitch?
Yeah.
Right? And then does it say if you do a wall glitch, you will lose the ranking for this map?
I think there was,
Does it say that? And then do they get specific? Is it something that says you cannot walk through walls, or does it say you cannot see through walls, or what if it was an accident?
No, it was just generic about glitches, and that's a well-known glitch.
Yeah.
So.
And then what if it was what if you do it by mistake, right? What if you're running away and accidentally do it and you see
you can't do it by mistake.
No. I'm saying let's say there's another one, right? Let's say there's another one. I'm running away from someone. I run into a wall. I happen to see them by accident, right? And
but the glitch. Let's kind of get it out of your head. There's no way that could have been done by mistake.
That one no, right? But I'm saying
of course, if there's any others that could be done very easily within a few seconds, then it needs to be looked at case by case. But it's just unfortunate, I think.
I'm saying if there's another one, let's say it's in the middle of the street, I'm trying to run away from someone, I run into a wall, I could see that they're going
middle of the street. What?
Yeah, do you know how they barriers and stuff in the middle of the street or something like that?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And let's
third person, whatever.
Yeah, but let's say I walk into one accident, I can accidentally see through one, and am I allowed to use that advantage? Is it an accident? Do I get penalized for that? How do they know it's an accident? How do they not know it's an accident?
Do you know what'd solve all of this? Just having third person mode.
No, that's too broken. No one watches it as it is. Not a lot of people watch it. Less people would watch it then.
They could still stream it in first person.
Oh, have them play it in first person?
Third person.
No, because people could just hide in buildings and pretty much do that glitch, but just over walls.
Yeah. But Fortnite's in third person.
It's a fixed third person.
Yeah, how are they going to get around that when they're streaming?
No, it's fixed third person. You can't move
Yeah,
around
no,
your
but
camera.
like it's still third person.
No, there's a complete difference. If you're in
No, because
PUBG,
you could hide behind a wall
no,
and look
no,
over.
no, it's completely different. I could go in PUBG, lay down on the balcony, and look 360 degrees around me, and see anyone coming from any angle, move up and down. And in Fortnite, the camera is very close on you. Yes, you can hide behind a wall, but you have very limited vision.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know. Let's leave that there.
Yeah, but that's what happened. They're not in second place now. They went to fifth. Rip.
Dropped out of the money.
Yeah.
Anyway, they did good for what they played. LOL.
Yeah, they did
Actually,
well.
Although
LOL sucks.
The LOL didn't do very
It
well.
pains me. Luckily Jordan isn't here because Jordan would probably be crying having to talk about this because Jordan really cares
it's sad.
about this team. But it's just sad. They they have two top laners now. They're trying to figure out which one's better. It seems like that's not even the problem. It seems like there might be three people that's the problem. You could see some improvements in some places, but then other things where they're failing in other aspects. And I think it's come that time where, like, I know it's not easy, but I think there isn't any other way around it but then to
It's a first split. Leave them alone.
I don't know. Yeah,
Summer
yeah.
split means
I will say something. I think it was a Acadian in Recall. He said, he was mentioning. I'm not sure if he said that he feels this way or if he thinks people feel this way, but that spring split doesn't mean anything. Like if you do well in the summer split, you could still make worlds.
Yeah.
That's not how you should be thinking about it. You should be taking every game the best.
Yeah, I know
can.
that, but like I don't know anything about League, so leave it up to the pros. Anyway, COD.
Whoa. No, but League pretty much they had another O2 week. They're not doing well. They still haven't decided on their top laner. If it should be
They're
Zig,
gonna have two, and I think
Zig or
Rory's
DOTA.
going to have this because like Overwatch has shown why it's so important.
No, the League has this. They have it every now and then. They'll.
Yeah, but like I think every team should be common.
I think so. It's a little hard because like style play, like it's basically based on style play, and style play is a little bit easier to determine in games like Overwatch, maybe CS.
Yeah, I know, but like I still think there should be like a spot for every team, like a spot for each role on every team. It'd make it so much more fun.
We're having like an extra spot for each role, like 10 people on the league team.
Yeah.
So some people don't get to play.
Yeah, but some people will get to play.
Okay.
Everyone will get to play. Like you're not gonna go a season without playing.
Mendo
not.
on the Outlaws has not played one game.
Yeah, this whatever the fuck this is called this week, whatever start thing
Stage?
What stage?
No, in the entire
Yeah.
season, he hasn't played in either stage.
No, he played in the first stage, didn't he?
No, he played.
I've seen him play in the.
He played.
I've seen him play the first stage.
No, he played in the inaugural preseason because they played everyone just to play people.
He played in this first stage. I swear.
Prove me wrong.
I will. Anyway, next one. Shit,
Yeah,
COD.
because you can't prove me wrong.
No, I'm getting it up. I'm getting it up. Chill.
That's what she said.
Result. Yeah.
So the COD team going into.
Oh, man, you're right. Yeah. Right. But
yeah.
you know, Muma might suck. No, Mendo. They sound the same.
Two completely different roles. They do not sound the same. They do not look the same. They no.
Muma Mendo. MEMU. M. Yeah. Anyway. COD.
Shut up, Ben. Yeah. So.
What? Fuck you.
So they went to what was this? Where was this? This event.
They went to the Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay, yeah. They went to Atlanta. High hopes because people say, oh yeah, we always start off slow, blah blah blah. Well, now it's like fucking March and they still haven't done anything.
Birmingham. I'm not gonna be there, but they're gonna do it. I believe because I'm not there.
They come in. They're playing. They do well in the group. They They placed second, and I wasn't able to catch. I only caught like one of the group stages. To be honest, they go. They do well, and they go into the playoffs. And then who do they match up first round?
Wasn't it?
They played Red Reserve in one round, but I think that's who they got eliminated to.
Yeah, they got eliminated by then. It was I can't remember who. No, it was Red Reserve, wasn't it? Because I didn't think we'd win. Yep. Nope. Yep.
In winners round one.
They played. Who did? Can't see. Oh, Lightning Pandas, wasn't it? Yeah, Lightning Pandas.
Okay. Okay. For some reason, my bracket is incomplete on that page. Do you have one up? Can you send it to me? In Discord?
It's just on the side of the Reddit. I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, Reddit. Okay, I'll pull it up. But yeah, so they played Lightning Pandas. I believe they won that. What did they win? On that one. What was the map count?
Map count was 3-0.
Yeah, I thought so. Because they did pretty well. Who do they play after that?
Luminosity and then Red Reserve.
Okay. So that was in the next round. Yeah. So they went up against Luminosity. I remember talking to Jordan. I was like, "Fuck, man," because Luminosity for the longest time has looked fucking scary. And they hit us with the 3-0. We go up against Red Reserve, and I was talking to Jordan. I'm like, "Dude, we just lost.
Yeah,
we just lost already." And he's like, "No, dude. Like, like our record against them is like what, 2-2, 2-1." I'm like, "No, because we lost them at this time. We said it was either 2-1 or 2-2." Well, now we just lost again. I believe that was a 3-0 as well. And it just sucks. What was their final placing? What does it make them? Top 8?
Yeah, top 8.
So an improvement, I guess, but it's just weird, dude. I mean, they don't have a consistent game mode that you think that they're going to do well at. They don't have. I mean, I said this last year too, right? Like, it looks like they're not that strong as they were in previous years, but then they ended up winning Worlds. Maybe they will again. But they just don't look that good. And now is the time where you say, do you need a roster change? Or do you hold out and hoping that the next COD is actually, because many people have said this, it's the most unboots on the ground, like boots on the ground game that they've played. It's kind of weird. Yeah. I don't know what to do. I mean, if they're able to place top 4 every event and lose, I wouldn't mind as much. But when they're placing 12th and 8th, it's difficult because this is the team that OpTic is known for. What happens if Halo was the number 1 winning, maybe number 2 at this point team, and we couldn't come to an agreement, right? So what if they dropped the COD team?
They will.
Do you know how much shit would happen if they dropped the COD team? Well, I mean, they're not winning. You know what I mean? COD is dying just like Halo is, maybe not as fast, but COD is dying.
Yeah, but that's kind of what they started with.
Well, what happens at that point? So I just don't know what to think. I don't want to say make a roster change because I don't know who we'd pick up from any of the teams that are better than us right now that would leave.
Kenny.
I don't know who we would drop. I mean, no, but the thing is, we can't.
Just shout shit.
The thing is, though, a lot of people are saying Scump, but who do we like? That's the thing. Hex won't drop Scump. This was a problem before, we expanded before we picked up teams. People said that Hex is too afraid to drop players, right? That's why Bose is still part of OpTic. That's why Maniac is still part of OpTic. You know what I mean?
All right. I hear what you're saying, but can I just butt in? We just lost our fucking Halo team. Guess whose decision that was? Not Hex's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying in the perspective of how people are looking at it. Merc, he loved Merc, but at that point he was acting more, and he couldn't keep him on because he couldn't offer Merc much. So Merc isn't part of the team anymore. JCap isn't part of the team anymore, and I actually, to be honest, after you said that, kind of threw me off of what my point was. It was a good point though, I swear. But
it was Hex couldn't kick Scump. That was it.
Oh yeah, but Scump is so engulfed. he was on a period of time where it looked like he was going faster. Nate Shot would pass him in subscribers, but he stopped posting and everything, and Nate Shot started posting different stuff. Like, he's such a big face. Excuse me. He's a lot of people's favorite player. He's an
like you said before, Halo is one of the first teams.
one of
I'm not saying Scump should be dropped. Like I know I said Scump. That's just
no. I'm saying a lot of people. I'm saying a lot of people are saying Scump, but like I don't think we can drop. I don't think we can drop Scump.
We can't. We could drop anyone. We dropped the Halo team. Like it wouldn't surprise me if anyone gets dropped.
That's a team, but if they say okay, we have to drop a player.
Yeah, but like it's kind of the same.
I don't think Infinite can make that point. That's why we have team managers. That's why we have coaches and whatnot.
I think it'd be part of the team to like say, all right, we need a roster change, or
and then what does
be like, right, you need to step your shit up.
Okay, at that point, do you think Scump goes to another team, or do you think he becomes a content creator? Because not doing any content.
I've not watched it COD enough recently, just because it's been on so late for me. I watched Birmingham, but I can't say much. I just know, like, from a business standpoint, where you got players turning up drunk to league matches, that kind of matter, kind of don't. But like, the Immortals guys failed to turn up to a final drunk. Look what happened to them. They like ended up in a shitstorm. Obviously, a player overreacted, but like
again, that's
when
an entire team,
when Scump's turning up hungover to a match, I don't think it's the best looking thing for an org, and I think he should be disciplined for that. I'm not even gonna lie, like it's kind of yeah, exactly. But like, I don't know what if anything has happened. It might have not, but like that could be seen as throwing. You know what I mean? Like, you got a match the next day, you're just gonna go and drink.
When was this? Was this during the Pro League or was this during?
Yeah. It's the last game during the Pro League. They got like absolutely bodied. Scump had like 14 kills throughout the whole series, and then the team joked about it. Obviously, the team didn't mind, but like, I think you can class it as throwing, and I don't think even in a league match, I think you should take it serious. Like you were saying with the LOL, you're saying about like every game should matter. Well, to the COD team, every game should matter.
That's my opinion. I don't think the COD team really cares. I mean, they've won so much. Like, if it's not a game, they know they can.
They've not won so much this year though.
No, not this year. But they know that they're good players. They know that their thought process is, oh, if we play, like, we'll do well. We'll practice. They are still practicing really hard, but like, I feel like the drive for them isn't there. While these other players, like TK, for example, they have that drive. Like, there's other players that haven't won in a while. They want to show what they can do.
TK have just like have lost their shit though. They're not good anymore. Like,
yeah.
LG gonna win Birmingham or OpTic?
Do you just say LG or OpTic are gonna win?
Yeah, Birmingham.
You think OpTic are gonna win?
Well, depends if they can pull their shit together. Like, it was around this time last year, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Based off the last two events, I don't think they're gonna win.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, they're struggling too. We've been going for a while.
DOTA, last thing.
Yeah,
Let's wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap up on DOTA real quick, just because we've been going for a pretty long time.
No, I can't say much like League.
They played
say much DOTA, but they played 6, so GG DOTA. They
played in the Bucharest. Am I pronouncing that right?
Bucharest Major.
Okay, I did pronounce that correctly. They kind of squeaked through the pool play. I believe it was a Swiss system. But they played 5 teams. I think they actually alternated each game. Yeah, they won, lost, won. The notable one is probably VP, because I think we lost them like a couple weeks before that.
VP are one of the best teams in the game. Like, to win against them, even a best of one, like, that's pretty fucking sick.
I know, and like they completely bodied us like the couple weeks before that in an event. Unfortunately, how it turned out is that we went up against them in the best of 3 first round of the playoffs, and we lost. But I mean, we made it to the playoffs. I mean, that's good. We did win a map off VP, not in the best of 3, but in the best of 1. But it's still good.
Can I just say the team have been struggling so much with the draws? Like, they've got VP constantly. Like, they got VP in groups. They got VP in that.
They are like the old OpTic with Astralis.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably not as bad, because the old OpTic got shots literally every single time. That was bad.
Yeah, but they won against Elite. But yeah, anyway.
Thanks for reminding. Well, TI is coming up.
hopefully they can make it. That'd be sick. I'd like to see that.
So eventually they want that be huge.
Anyway.
That'd be huge.
Let's
Yeah. Sorry for the. I don't know how long this is
Wrap
going
it
to
up.
be after editing and whatnot, but it was a good one. We were talking about a lot of the drama earlier on. And a lot about Jack. But let's just end it quickly for you guys. We will be back in 2 weeks. And until then, guys, we will see you later.
Selios.
What did you just say?
I don't know. I think I did a fucking syndicate outro.
Goodbye.